YouTube, this is Akai coming at you. Today's video is going to be about me experimenting with some rollers. You know I like to pre-curl my Marley hair now. I'm actually with this group called Crochet Weaving and More, and some other groups on Facebook, and they was talking about pre-curling hair. And ever since I tried the pre-curling method, I love it. But you do have to get the easy way for you, because everybody do it different. But what I have done today is I actually used some purple perm rods, I used some orange perm rods, and I used some flexi rods. And what I did was and I had some brown, big brown rollers, really big. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually put some hot water in there. I've been putting some water on the stove, and it's boiling. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the water, let it sit for probably about a good 20 seconds, and then dry it off, and then let it air dry, and then I'm going to show you guys the results. Okay, so far I got the water, hot water inside of the bowl, letting the water sit. One thing I see with the flexi rods is they don't stay down, so you most definitely going to have to turn this eventually, because it's not going to be able to get on the other side. They don't float like the perm rods do. So just wanted to tell you that quick tip. Okay, what I did was I got a towel, laid the rollers on it. I took the rollers out with these tongs because you do not want to burn your hands. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let it just sit. I might actually let it sit outside because it's real pretty sunny outside, just to let it dry. But if you got time, it's always best to probably do the style maybe like 2 days in advance, so you can kind of let it sit. Because to me, the longer you let them dry, the longer you let them sit in the rollers, the better curl you get, and they last real long. And that's a good way. If your curl's not lasting, you need to pre-curl them. You learn so much as you go, and again, like I said, that's the best way to be able to do it. So let me go ahead and let it sit, and then once it come back, I'll come back to you guys and show you the end result. One thing though that I did want to say about the flexi rods, it was so easy to curl, like to pre-curl it. I really like the flexi rods. And this one I put 2 strands on this flexi rod, and this one I put 1 strand. When you're doing the hot water can break your roller, so be careful of setting your rollers in the hot water. But what I do is, if it do break, just use a you can use a bobby pin, like flip this off and just use the bobby pin, so you don't have to throw them away. Sometimes I throw away, sometimes I don't, just all depends on how I'm feeling. But again, it's 2 on this, and when you're using the perm rod, you can only use 1 strand, and I'm not cutting them. I did it actually long, and to me, to be honest with you, I was so super scared. But one of my, again, members let me know, the crochet members let me know, it's so easy to curl long hair, and I felt that curling long hair was so much easier. Another tip, when you're curling it, don't be pressing down real hard, like when you're doing your little twisting, because the more lighter you do it, the more easier it is to get off the roller. Because if you do it too hard, like if you're pressing too hard as you twirl and wind the hair on, it'll get stuck to the roller, because the rollers have like some little, I can't explain it, but it'll get stuck. So try not to do that, because when you're trying to unroll it, it's gonna get stuck to the roller. But again, if you don't apply so much pressure when you're rolling it, you won't have that problem. Okay, you guys, the rollers have been sitting for a while. I find, to me, when it's big rollers, you might as well just let it stay on, take it actually off the roller, and then let it dry, versus just keeping it like this and letting it dry. It dry better when it's unloose like this. So this is the orange rod. Hopefully you can see that. This is the curl I got from the orange rod. This is a nice, pretty curl. This is a long curl. That's what I did on this one right here. I didn't cut the hair in half or anything. Okay, this is a brown roller that I used right here. I got all kind of rollers because, you know, I do hair, so I had a whole bunch of different ones to choose from. And I also have the hot rollers, and I'm gonna try that too to see what that gives, but I haven't tried. But see, if you look at this is kind of like one of those like romance curl type, the way that it looked. At first when I looked at it, I was like, oh my god, it's not curled. But if you see, it's kind of curled at the bottom versus curled at the top. So this can actually be really cute also. One time maybe I might do all of them with this. Here go another one. See, it's yeah, it's actually a nice curl. I hope you guys can see it real good. It's a really cute curl, and I can tell if it has a whole bunch of them, it will remind me of that romance type curl that you can purchase from Free Tress, or from any other type brands. Okay, so now we are going to see how the flexi rod. The flexi rod was so freaking easy to pre-curl. Super duper easy. So let's see how easy it is to get off. Okay, so let's just unroll it. Easy to unroll. Ooh, I'm liking the curls. These are some nice curls. And like I said, just go ahead and take them off the rollers if you want. It's all up to you and what you like to do. Everybody do different things. You can leave it on the rollers and let it dry, or take it off the rollers and let it dry. And this is the type. And what you would do, you would just trim that little piece. Oops, I'm not even in the camera. You would just trim this little piece right here off, and then you have a perfect curl. So if you look at this, these curls and these curls look similar. So you don't need to actually go out and buy flexi rods unless you want to. Both of them are really, really pretty. And again, this was the orange and the flexi rods. Now this one, I put 2 different strands on it without, I put 2 strands on 1 flexi rod, and I did not comb none of this hair out. It all depends on what Marley hair you use, if you have to comb it out. But if you comb it out, I do find that you get a better curl. Not really curl, but it get longer when you actually comb it out. So you can comb it out, or you don't have to comb it out. It's all in what you want. Okay, so this is 2 different strands. And let's see, is this easy to undo? I'm so bad with unraveling hair. I always have a problem with unraveling hair. So I think I am going to actually just do each strand separate, so you don't have to worry about none of this tangling and all this mess. But once I get it undone, it's actually going to be a nice curl, really nice curl. But again, I think I like doing them separate, because all this extra nonsense is going to mess up my curls. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that makes it fuzzy and everything. So most definitely, if you do put it on a flexi rod, just use 1 strand per flexi rod. Okay, so now we're gonna see how this how the purple one look. It's cute too. It's real nice. I think all of them are nice. Some of them give you different curls, especially if you do the twist method. As you're going down, they kind of give you a more in-depth curl. But for the most, the purple and the orange and the flexi rods pretty much look similar. But again, I just wanted to show you guys, and I'm loving this curl. I can't wait to do my wig. So I'm starting on the wig, and then once the end results come, I'll let you guys know. But to me, all of them pretty much look the same. Real pretty. Okay.